Thank you. It's great to be with you and to speak in behalf of our Utah System of Higher Education, our Board of Regents, and our Boards of Trustees, and our 8 presidents and their administrations, faculty, and staff. Well, why do students go to college? There have been some surveys on this, and it shows, maybe not surprisingly, that most students say they go to college to get a better job. Some say they go to get a better education or to get more education. And hopefully along the way, while they're in college, they also learn the very important skills of how to continue to learn throughout their life. Well, this fall in our public colleges and universities, we had over 21,000 new freshmen enter college. And if we were to ask them what their goals are, I'm quite confident that each of those 21,000 plus students, we would not find one of them who said, my goal is to go to college, get some credit, spend some money, and then leave college without a certificate or degree. They come with the hope of earning a certificate or a degree so that they can have that greater employability and those advantages in their lives. That's the reason they're there. They're not there to fail. And so as a system of higher education, we have a number of very deliberate strategies to try to improve college success. Because we know, and as Rich Kendall said earlier, we know we're not doing as well as we need to do. About half of our students over time will graduate. That's not nearly enough. And we also, as Rich said, we lead the country in the statistic of some college, no degree. That's not where we want to be. We want to lead the country in the number of our population who have a certificate or degree. Well, college education is a long journey, and this road doesn't look very windy, but it's sometimes a long and winding road, too. There's a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of detours that can happen. And so what we need to do, and what we're working very deliberately on, is to try to make sure that every student graduates, not only from high school, well prepared for college, but also then when they come to college, that they graduate with a certificate or degree. Part of that is encouraging greater preparation for college. There's been a lot on that today. I want to mention just one thing that our office has done the last year or so, is we brought together math educators, both from our colleges and universities and from K through 12 public education, because we know that often math is a barrier to student success in college. And we have put together some recommendations for parents and high school students. It's included in the college guide that we've produced. And a key part of that is for students to take 4 years of math in high school and progressively more difficult math before they enroll in college. And we also know that when it comes to completing college, that time is the enemy, that there are many things that get in the way of a student's success in college, whether it's financial responsibilities, whether it's family responsibilities, whatever it may be. We know that the longer students take, the less likely it is that they will actually get across that finish line of a college degree or certificate. So one of our strategies is to encourage students to really go full-time, if they're able to go full-time. There's a myth in higher education around America that 12 credit hours a semester is full-time. It's a myth. That's the 5-year plan, or the 3-year plan for an associate degree. The math does not work. 15 credits is what's needed if you go 2 semesters a year, the typical 2 semesters a year, to earn enough credits to graduate with an associate degree in 2 years or a graduate degree in 4 years. And so we have been pushing this idea of 15 to finish, and we're starting to see some success. We only launched this campaign about a year ago, but we already are seeing at several of our institutions an increase in the number of students going from 12 credit hours to 15 credit hours a semester. Tied into this is to let students know and their families know about a wonderful device called Plateau Tuition. At 7 of our 8 institutions of higher education, you can take 15 credit hours for the same cost of tuition and fees as 12 hours. So by taking 15 hours, you can take it for the same cost. You can save 1 year of tuition and 1 year of time. So that's a great advantage to our students to help more be successful. Also, we're working with each of our institutions to develop very accessible graduation maps so that as students come in, they know semester by semester, here's the courses I need to take that will lead me to my eventual goal of a degree. Not that they can't wander off that path a little bit or explore, but that they know here's the steps I need to take to reach the finish line. And then, of course, we have an obligation to make sure that those courses are offered in a timely way so that they are available, that the sections are available for those students as they go into them. We also work very intentionally on what we call stackable degrees. This goes from certificates to associate degree to bachelor's degree, that one builds upon another so that students can go as far as they want to go, as far as they're able to go in reaching their goals. Also, we have in this reverse transfer. And this is where students that are at our regional universities, for example, that also offer associate degrees, that a student working on a bachelor's degree can earn an associate's degree almost as a default along the way to a bachelor's degree. That way, if something gets in the way of their education, at least they leave college with a degree, and it's much easier for them to come back later. The legislature has funded the last 2 years with some one-time money, some pilot money for performance funding. We see this as a key to provide greater incentives for higher education, do the things that we want to do and need to do to be able to further student success. And we'll be coming back this year with a proposal for a significant increase in performance funding and to really be able to help us push the needle forward towards student success, to help us meet these goals for our students and for our institutions. Ultimately, it is all about students, and I've enjoyed the students that have been with us here today, that it's their dreams, it's their success. That's what we're all about, is helping them to go as far as they can go. Thank you very much for your attention today and for all that you do, each of you, to support education in our state.